Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 5 catches, 80 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Herbert flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Foyesade showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Eckler. And find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. On third down, Jackson going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Finding some room at midfield. Here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. We'll check on his status when we get back. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jackson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. Evades him at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Play action. It's Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And now here's Ross.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, it's Patterson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Uchenna Nwosu came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's forced out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, it's Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and very short, Herbert. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Herbert on 3rd down now. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Herbert back to the air. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fighting his way through contact. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Able to find Patterson. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. That catch good for only a couple. Herbert going to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,